it actually depends on you. Like if you're a working person, I think 2 to 3 hours a day will be sufficient. I mean, you should also take care of your health, right? It's not just cat. And if you are weak in something, you should allot more time to that and try to cover up others as you wish. And it will be better if you start preparing from this time Jan and all. I mean, when I started preparing from June, I used to feel that pressure. I used to feel people saying that they completed this topic. People used to answer question in polls whenever I attended a class, and I was not able to answer them. So it's really important that you start preparing as early as possible. Don't keep it for later. And if you don't have work and all, I think you can spend around 4 to 5 hours a day. If at the starting you can give like 2 to 3 hours, like 1 hour for each subject, and gradually increase it as you think it should. And I would like to say that you should manage your time as you wish. I mean, my strategy and time management sometimes won't be suiting you, so try to see however how you feel comfortable, and fix on one of those. I actually did not follow any book as such, but I would like to recommend Nishant K. Sinha for quants. Then coming to LRDA, you can't follow any book for LRDA. LRDA is most you can't find the kind of questions that you find in classes in any book. So, and for BRC, I think just reading any book is fine. I mean, preparing for CAT, I don't think any specific book that I cannot recommend any specific book as such. Yes, I think it is possible to crack CAT. I mean, you should. For me, it is not possible because I did not have that thought process with me. For someone who can think about an LRDA question, I think it is possible. But I think it will be better if you have a coaching institute or someone you can ask question to, someone to guide you, someone to mentor you, because you might feel demotivated sometimes. So it is really important that you have someone you can talk to. Or when you join a coaching institute, you have a huge peer group, so you can find many people like you. So it will be better if you can join an institute other than preparing on your own. Sir, the answer is no. An average student cannot crack it because once the entire journey of crack is about getting yourself above the average strength. If all the students, I mean majority of the student population you find who are attending CAT will be an average student, and that's the reason why they are not able to crack it. So through a lot of practice, polishing your thought process, what you're doing, you are actually going beyond an average student. So once you reach that point or you crack CAT exam, you are already above average. So I think you should not. You should actually be confident and believe in yourself and continue to be an above average. You should strive to be an above average student. So I also thought about this question when I started preparing for CAT. So from various toppers and various teachers, what I came to know is that, as I said before, right, about an average student. So it's about where you are in your level of aptitude and all. So someone who can someone who had practiced aptitude questions like before, I think 3 months of preparation, I have seen many people who crack CAT, like people who have already cleared IIT, JEE, or they already have this thought process. So they can get accustomed to all the quants, LRDA, and all very fast. So I think it actually depends on me. For me, I think for me it took like 5 months, but I had to work a lot. I think ideally it will be around like 8 months, 9 months and all. I mean, the earliest you can start preparing. The truths about CAT is that scoring 99 percentile is not everything. After scoring 99.82, I have GDPI sessions now. So I found out that even though you score 99.8, it is not that all the IIMs will call you. It also depends on your personal skills in interview, GDPI. Then you have essay writing and all. So I would like to tell you that you should start reading current affairs, knowing whatever is going around you, have a general idea now. And this question that can an average student can crack it, that is one of the biggest things that an average student, if you are an average student now, you cannot crack it. That is wrong. You can actually become an average student and go and crack it. Yeah, these two are the things I mainly. And one more thing that regarding LRDA, many people say that there are random questions in LRDA, but that's not true. When I started solving LRDA, I found that there are so many concepts hidden in each and every question. So if you get to know those questions, LRDA is just like quantitative aptitude. It is just that you have bigger word problems. Non-engineers, there is no big difference between engineers and non-engineers. If you are not from premier institutes like IIT and IT and all, many engineering students have similar kind of aptitude level when it comes to non-engineering. Even I have found some non-engineering students answering faster, and they can actually answer a wide range of questions than an engineer. So I don't think that matters a lot. You should not try to find mistakes in you and start preparing. You should just stop worrying that you are a non-engineer, you are from this field, you are that field, everything. You have a lot of time, especially if you are starting in January and also. I think that's just fine. And you can actually try to focus on LRDI, VRC, and if you are not comfortable with points. It is not necessary that you have to excel in all three of these to crack it. It's okay if you are mediocre in one or both or two of these things, and you can focus mainly on like VRC, LRDI, and all. Especially even if we are engineers, no one has that knowledge about LRDA or VRC before you enter the CAT space. So I think it is fine from whichever background you are. Okay, so it is really important to maintain all this. So if you score low in mocks, never think that you won't be able to make it. Instead of worrying about it, you should take it as a challenge that you are going to improve it. So I found that really helpful. Initially, I also used to worry about that I won't be able to crack it. There are so many people who are scoring more than me, but you should just leave that. A score is just a score. It doesn't tell much about you. Maybe you were too pressurized when you were attending that exam and all that. You should just focusing on preparing more. It's okay if you score low marks. Okay, it is really important that you make strategy, then proper time management, or give marks, and it is very important that you should analyze them. Don't just give marks because someone else is giving. It's really important. I mean, it's the most important thing, I guess, when you are giving CAT. You should really analyze. You should try to find out wherever the mistakes you did. You should replicate that CAT atmosphere whenever you are giving CAT. Especially the time and when I had slot one. So the exam was at 9:30. So I used to wake up early in the morning and I used to give marks during that time. So I think hacks like that can improve your chances of clearing CAT, even in your first attempt. last minute tip would be that be confident once you have done once you are done with all the syllabus. Like you can attend classes by faculty so they really motivate you. Try to stay away from negativity, as I said, and that's it. Be prepared with strategy, time management. Be prepared with documents. You should not be like running around with your documents on the last day. And take also wear comfortable clothes.